Hey, I'm Kev Hillman. Welcome back to Monster Energy Supercross. And I have to reset career, as there's a bit of an issue in Monster Energy Supercross career where, for some reason, whatever option I choose, I can only be in the 250 East Championship. So here we go. If I select 250 West, which I want to do, I want to try out the rest tracks before we head up to 450, so I know every track heading into that series. It makes sense, doesn't it? Not for the game though. As you can see, we've got US Bank Stadium Minneapolis in the background. That is definitely 250 East. So if we reset the options again, there we go, restart career, go back into career mode. This time we just select 450s. We're in 250 East. We cannot escape 250 East. And that means career mode is going to be pretty short, unfortunately, with this game, thanks to Milestone releasing a very buggy game and not realising it, or just not bothering to fix it before launch. So we are going to do one more season of the 250 East Championship with Kev Hillman. We're going to see if he can win the championship, and then that's it with career mode until they bother to fix this, if they do at all. And we're just going to explore other features of the games where you do a custom championship as well with 450 riders, so I can show off the 450 bikes. But that's the unfortunate state of career mode in Monster Energy Supercross. It is broken. So I want to do this one last season, see if Kev Hillman can win the 250 East Championship beginning in Minnesota around the US Bank Stadium. But before I do that, I'm going to see if I can unlock a new bike. Go with the Husqvarna and then customize the bike. Here we go, select it, customize it. Plate is pretty good. It's incredible the customization in this game. This is why it's bloody annoying that career mode is broken, because it is, a great game to, with lots of features. It's got a great base. It is just broken, unfortunately, for Milestone. As do we want to change our nipples? Let's change them. Should we make them gold? Where is it? There's the gold. There we go. And yeah, just looking through all of this customization, you can change the brake and clutch caps. We're making everything gold, but I think that will do, as we've got to choose a different sponsor as well if we want to really change the bike. So let's choose a different sponsor before we head to Minneapolis. We've been with Nut Up quite a long time. We've got Oakley, we've got GoPro, we've got Alpine Stars. Should we go with, what's a colourful sponsor? We've got VP Race Fuels, which is pretty good. We've also got Parts Unlimited. GoPro fits in very well with our rider's outfit. Let's go with Alpine Stars. And then we've got to change our rider's outfit. So, Ricky does outfit 1. This is outfit 2. As you can see, much more fitting with Alpine Stars. But I just want to show you through some of the customization. And look at all of these different suits that we've got. Let's over they go. Flex Victory. Look at that. That'll blend in well. Oh, Kev Hillman already likes that. The boots as well. Got a number of different boots. Go with Blitz Red. Probably should have gone with Blitz Right. Nah, that seems to fit well. And then the helmet and everything, I think we'll stay the same. See if we can change some goggles. Looks like we can change some. No, we don't have the credits, do we? We've got 29,000. Let's just save the credits up and then we'll change the helmet and the goggles. But that's some of the customization in this game, which is fantastic. Hopefully Kev Hillman is in the season opener as well. So here we are in Minnesota as Kev Hillman has stopped the season right on his Husqvarna. And that is the right stop. Pushing someone off track like they aren't even there. Give our opponents their own medicine. This is not a very good set of jumps though. As Hillman was pretty good last season, just a bit inconsistent, especially in the middle part of the year. So if he wants to win the title, he has to be good everywhere, rather than a select few places. As I forgot how much of a bitch that right-hander is. Somehow Hillman managed to stay up, right? Until he go over the whoops. Gonna get up to 4th and then change down the gears. Using that rear brake to get around some corners. Look at that time, 56.9. This is how you start the season, Hillman. Right up there. It's still got the same settings as last season, apart from one, which you will see. Going up as I can't quite make that triple. You can see that just ruins the flow through that section. So definitely got to improve our line there and carry the speed. So that's better over these back end jumps though. Bit wide going onto the back straight. And two sideways into that right hander. You've got to learn how to take that right hander for the race. Otherwise that will cause a multitude of issues. So go get more onto that back wheel over those whoops. Which Hillman has been working on in the off season. Working on his rate transfer. Didn't use it as effectively last year, as now he's just destroying the place. Pushing those blocks everywhere. He goes elbow to elbow with, is that a former Kawasaki teammate? That's not a very good set of jobs again. Really not nailing that section. This has Husqvarna as well, stock. Unlike that Kawasaki as well, you're going Hillman. Gonna give you one more chance after this to qualify well. There's 56.9, should be pretty good, should be up there, even though the top riders will be in the 55s. 6.9, as you can see, definitely top 5 time for the time being. We don't know about the end of this session. And we could be outside of the top 10, or could be right at the back. Or once again, he's diving into the scenery. Such an action man. Definitely can nail this opening section though. Nice and smooth and precise. But it's this section which he needs to be a bit better. Look at that, that is horrible. Needs to be so much quicker. Not really whipping or scrubbing in the air either. Then over these set of mounds, much better with them. Even if he is a bit on the front wheel at the end. That seems to be much better as well. Dabbing those brakes, taking that middle mound as well to land on. And you change your gear all the time. Almost into the back of the rider in front for Hillman. And into final corner, a bit too much of a slide, otherwise that would have been a faster lap. That's Hillman in 5th, 1.2 seconds slide, and Zach Osborne, who's at the top on his Husqvarna runner now, with Adam in 2nd, you got Smith in 3rd, Joe in 4th, Richardson in 5th, then Fernandez in 7th, Richardson in 6th, should I say, then Alex Martin in 8th, Christian Craig in 9th, and Carl Peters ran out the top 10. Let's look at this, we've got so many more riders, we've got 40 of them now, as we are about to go to some heat races. As we are doing the wheel setting with Hillman. So heat races are here. And that is a shocking start. So out of 20 riders, we've got to finish in the top 9 with Hillman. And that's a decent start. He's into the top 5, is he? Taking outside line, he is 5th. That's all he just about survives those jumps. Up into 2nd behind Benny. Head of Zach Osborne. So that's why we qualify. Qualifying decides which heat we go into. And then the top 9 from each heat go through to the final. And everyone else battles for 4 remaining spots in the final. So So in the end, we do have 22 riders in the final. Out of 40, as where you going, Hillman? This isn't the time to go exploring. As he goes over the blocks and he's down to 16th, 15th. He's got to finish in the top 9 in this heat. As these are 4 minutes long. He's got to be aggressive, but he lands on one of those blocks again. This is not going well at all. Oh, that superb start. So that's much better over those jumps. You can see much less power into that first part. Seems to rest nicely into the second jumps. Gets a bit of a better flow. And again, the flow is the name of the game in Supercross. Let's go down the inside of the Renzo up to 11th. 9th right in front. Got Chase Stevenson in, ran out the top 10. So there goes Hillman with aggressive move down the inside of the Renzo. Let's go elbow to elbow over the whoops. What the hell is that, Hillman? Got to be all out in these heat races as well. Only 3 or 4 laps long. That's better than that first set. No, too much speed. He's lost the flow again. Down to 12th. And look at that. There is a spot to go through right in front. Once again, horrible section. Not as bad as Nathan, though. So he's up to 11th. Chase still in 10th. And look at Lorenzo up into the top 9 now. He's going through. Let's see if Hillman can attack over these section. There's jumps. He's up into 9th. Look, Christian Stevenson, but he gets pushed. Somehow still remains on track, though. Keep going. Just power through. As no, he lands on someone. He's down. And there goes his chance of qualifying. Surely he's down to 16th. He's got no rhythm. Because now he's got to be aggressive everywhere. But look at everyone else punted by Keith. Stupid, absolutely stupid. He was in front of him and he just gets punted into the scenery, does Hillman. No respect. For the second year rider now. Who's the rookie? No, that's his initiation, isn't it? But now he's in his second year and he's still getting punted into the scenery like that. Ridiculous. As he recovers to 14th at the moment. He's got Aaron Hamilton in front, Chase Stevenson in front as well. He tries to find an inventive line through that corner. Doesn't quite work out. Got to be aggressive. There we go, around the outside into 12th, into 11th. 2 to go. Go through that final corner. It's just drifting wide. He's got 2 laps to get 9th. Oh no, that first section again going all awry. He's got Nathan and Lorenzo in front. Oh, that's much better in this section. Goes in the back of Nathan, says, that's some of your own medicine. Once again, chucking those blocks in the air. Come on. What are you doing, Hillman? Just as you get a chance at glory. Start to try and chuck it away. Let's go through that section, carrying the speed. That's a bit better. Fast as that, 56.6. Still a second off where he needs to be. As we approach the final lap of the race. Go on, use that rear brake, rip the bike round that final corner as you go on to the final lap. No speed though, look at that. Shocking from Hillman. That's the section where he should be carrying all the speed. There's all in front, goes down Nathan, he's into 10th. Chase Stevenson, that's who he's got to get. Or Stephen Christensen, I say. In 9th, battling with Lorenzo. Hillman needs to join this battle if he wants to get into the final, into the main event. He's gaining over these jumps. He's Goes into a right-hander. Look at them, the side by side. No! Hillman, what are you doing? Somebody's made it work though. He's up into 9th. Looking around the outside. He's going to make it into 8th, is he? Now can he make it through the final corner? Across the line. I think he's made it through to the main event. Boy, that was close. Does he make it through? Is it only the top 4 that make it through, or is it the top 9? We'll find out soon, as Hillman finishes in 8th, 24.8 seconds behind his fellow Husqvarna runner of Osborne, who won by over 10 seconds ahead of Fernandez and got Benny Bloz. Then you got Christian Craig ahead of RJ Hampshire, with Smith in 6th, Chaz in 7th, Lorenzo in 9th, and Stephen Christian ran out the top 10.
The mechanics are giving their riders a last bit of encouragement. A fresh set of goggles are now in place. The engines are set to come to life, and we are ready for another round of Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship. Hi everybody, I'm Ralph Shaheen. Welcome to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This should be a spectacular battle for the win. Here we go, time for the main event. He has the speed and the style that makes him a fan favorite. The 30-second board is up. Keep an eye on the gate. It's about to drop.
So Hillman has we're in the main event with 21 other riders waiting to rev our engine to get underway for this 10-minute race. Plus a couple of laps. As spectacular start, someone's gone flying. And there goes Hillman 4 wide. Gets the inside line. Gets up into 2nd, does he? Does he go into the lead? Head of Craig. It's Hillman leading in Supercross. It's meant to be so soon this season, but it goes off wide, bringing the blocks with him. It survives. As you've got Cameron McAdoo in 2nd. Oh, Hillman drops back now. No! Rear end, what are you doing? As it just whipped out from under him. So he's down to 6th. What the hell are you doing over the whoops as well? Absolutely pathetic end to the opening lap from Hillman after a brilliant start. Once again, can't get that final corner right. As he go on to the 2nd lap. You can see trying to steer the bike round. Not good momentum at all, though. As he's in 6th, behind Cameron McAdoo's also dropping back. Look at Joey flying through the air on his Kawasaki. He regains that position back from his former comrade, the Japanese constructor. Later with the Finnish constructor. And oh, Alex Martin! Where are you going, mate? There's Hillman back up to 3rd behind RJ Hampshire and Christian Craig on the Honda. As he go over the whoops. Again, not the best from Hillman, but goes on to the 2nd lap, or 3rd lap should I say, in 3rd. Once again kicking up those blocks, going all over the place. So you go make that a double, then make that a triple, and then make that 2nd place. Only Christian Craig on the Honda in front. For Hillman, what a race. Despite, as I said, pretty poor end to the opening up. And now he's flying. On the back of his old rival Christian Craig on the Honda. Had many a fun time in the first season, trying to avoid each other's crashes. Now they're battling for the win. As they go into the final corner. Back and sliding out. And they got 55-1. That's more like it, Hillman. Almost into the 54s as he goes down the inside and takes the lead. What a move. Oh, he's loving this Husqvarna. So you go over the jumps. Looking very good, Hillman. 2.6 second lead over Craig. Mitchell Harrison up to third. Joey in fourth. No! What are you doing, Hillman? This is not the time to rest with the crowd. Did that after the race. But he still retains the lead just. As he goes into the whoops, that's much better. And in the final corner, whip that rear end round. Still a bit stop-start. He still does a 56 that lap. That's why that crash. He's 1.7 seconds in front of Craig, or was. Stupid blocks. What are you doing, Hillman? What is your fascination with them here in Minneapolis? I mean, it's better than his fascination with falling from last season, so that's good. As he takes back the lead from Craig, but still, going over those blocks leads to falling. So Hillman has got to learn that about Supercross. Track limits. Bit stricter with these blocks. They're just running into the scene like he's used to doing. Yeah, it's GP3. So that's a bit better, whipping that rear end round. And over the whoops. The end of the lap. Much better. In the final corner, still not carrying any momentum, but he leads Christian Craig by 1.4 seconds. Again, clipping the inside. I do like how quick the marshals have realigned every lap. It's like Hillman trying to destroy everything. We go double, double, double. As we've got Mitchell Harrison in third, RJ Hampshire round out the top 5 behind Joey. And there's a bit of a gap behind, 5.1 seconds. How about this from Hillman? Oh, he's enjoying this. Again, same settings from last year, apart from a bit more stuff to do in the weekend now. Well, he's just loving this Husqvarna. The other numbers on the back looking good, even though it doesn't really fit in with all the white and red, but we'll keep it. Especially if everyone keeps performing like this. 2.7 seconds ahead of Craig. Oh, he's definitely riding brilliantly. It's almost losing it. Be careful with that, clipping the lip of those jumps. I won't be casing it too badly. Even though he has been doing it on a couple of occasions every lap. Who has Hillman, but still getting away with it. Enjoying this ride around Minnesota. Just a third of the race to go. Joey up to third. Christian stays still 2.9 seconds back. Totally not blown away from the Honda man. Mr. Husqvarna. Like it perhaps within the hands of, say, Zach Osborne in the lead, but where is Osborne? He's way down the order. So we go into these jumps again. Just got to get that rhythm right. And take a massive triple there. Almost triple there. And on the rear wheel. And almost down Hillman, but holds on just. As he just got, I think, at max 5 laps to go now. Probably not that much though. Probably 4. Because out of the whip's got to get it down to first gear for these very tight corners, does Hillman. But he's got a 5-second lead now over Christian Craig. And these realistic opponents, not any match for Hillman on a Husqvarna. Just like the finish. Manufacturer. You know, he hasn't ridden him a lot in the past. But he'll definitely be sticking with them this season if he keeps riding like this. You can see why Zach Osborne rides Husqvarna. taking it a bit easy in that right-hander now. That's the way to go with some of these sections. You don't want to be flat out and gunning the bike through it. You want to be mindy. You just want to keep the flow up rather than being very aggressive. As he's settled into a 56, low 56 that time. But that's good enough. Look at that, he's increased his lead to over 6 seconds over Christian Craig. As that was an interesting section, almost worked out there. 7.3 seconds ahead of the Honda now. He has not seen his rival since taking the lead. Hasn't seen anyone since taking the lead. Almost 8 seconds in front now. So go through those jumps. Now we're into this much tighter section in the end of the lap. The double turns and the whoop section. And then the tight double turns at the end of the lap. You definitely get your elbows out here as Hillman showed to get through to this main event. Really struggled. Oh, and struggled at the beginning of this lap, but he's got almost 10-second lead. He won't mind picking up the bike and getting going again, Will Hillman. But he's definitely enjoying this Supercross now. With a year's worth of experience, with a new manufacturer, new threads as well. Not looking bad with the red and white. Just needs some blue. Maybe he needs to change his colour at the back to blue for his name and number. Be all patriotic here in America. Let's look at Smith in 5th. Up to 4th now. Battling hard with Mitchell Allison. Christian Craig and Joey seem to be just separated by a couple of seconds, so not really battling. 6.1 second gap now for Hillman. Over the Honda as we go on to the final lap here in Minnesota. And what a start to the 250 East Championship for Hillman in his second season. Rumours it could be his last as well. Well, he's going to be enjoying it. As no, hitting those blocks again. Just sticking out when you don't need them, those blocks. Will Christian Craig then come on the attack? 3.6 behind. Hillman making 2 mistakes again near the end of a race. Did this quite a few times last season as well. Cost him in Vegas as well in that last corner. But looks like he's just going to be holding on here. Gap of 2.7 seconds. Joey gaining as well. 4.5 seconds back. But here goes Hillman through the final corner, taking the wide line for the spectacular finish. And a victory. The opening round for Hillman after 12 intense laps. He wins by 3.6 seconds. Christian Craig with Joey in 3rd, Mitchell Allison in 4th, Smith in 5th, Alex Martin in 6th, RJ Hampshire in 7th, Zach Osborne down in 8th, 18.1 seconds behind his fellow Husqvarna runner after Hillman was over 20 seconds behind Osborne in the heat race. Cameron McAdoo, after a fantastic start, dropping down to 9th in the end, ahead of Dylan Fernandez. And Adam in 11th, who was run-up, of course, last season on the Kawasaki. Not a good start to his season. Carl Peters and 12th. Chaz in 13th. He's definitely is human now. As nicking right at the back, it is Lorenzo.
Those 3 rode the wheels off their machines. We have a tremendous championship fight brewing.
So after the first race, Hillman leads with 25 points as ENC points go down to 22. As you can see, the top 22 in the main event scored the points, with just a single point handed out to 20th, 21st and 22nd. So who misses out from points? Any names we recognise? Not really, as there's Stephen Christensen there in 40th and Donald Blazer at the back. As up to level 49, we get some Prestige Boot and a Braun 5 portrait. So a fantastic race for Kev Hillman as he shows his skills on the track, reaching the objective set by Alpine Science for the Minneapolis race, and anybody wants that objective as well, does Ralph Shahid. As Supercross has made up great emotions to join this season. in the 450s, just pulling out some big surprises. Once again, not mentioning the 250s. As well, on at Exciting Race today, Highside, despite everything you managed to win. Seriously, you're too good, phenomenal. Says his fans, did anyone have any doubts? I knew it. Show everyone what you're made of. Highside, ready for next year. I can't wait to see you at work, Highside. So he definitely has some happy fans after that event. Happy sponsor, happy everyone. Will that continue in the Georgia Dome in Atlanta next time out? Find out then, South Watch, and I'll see ya then.